Yo, Joe, what are some of the other things I can do with Siser Brick?
Siser Brick 600. Lots of stuff you can do with it. This is one of our thickest heat transfer vinyl that we make at Siser. Comes in a ton of different colors. This is just cut on your vinyl cutter. Sometimes people look at it, get intimidated. It's not that bad. I'm going to show you an example of how it applies after I show you some of the stuff that you can do with the Brick 600. So, I have an example of a garment that I like to talk about using it as an embellishment on the garment. So here I actually have an example of the Brick 600 as my left chest design, as well as all these little logos on my sleeve that add great dimension, show the look that you want, kind of gives that pop-out effect. You don't want to go larger image with brick if you know you're going to wear it on your body because it is heavy, but to just add those embellishments on the garment you're going to actually wear. Another great example that I see all the time is pressing it on hats. This is an example of two different Brick 600 colors. This adds, again, the great dimension to that garment or the textile, the hat in particular. You can press it on any side of the hat, even if you wanted to add dimension to the bill. Whatever you want. This is a popular thing to do. And then lastly, I like to always show this fun tote bag. So straight out of Siser, two different Brick 600 transfers applied into this one giant design. But since I'm not wearing it, it's a pretty good option to have for something I'm going to tote around. It's going to stick out, right? So now I'm going to show you a really cool way of incorporating Brick 600 and Easy Weed to give an embossed look. So it's going to give that lifted look underneath the Easy Weed. So right here I have my red brick cut out, and then I have my two Easy Weed transfers weeded and ready to go. So now all I have to do is load up my garment. So now I'm going to do a left chest design on this 100% cotton t-shirt. So first thing I want to do with this awesome dual platen I have here is pull this aside, set up my garment away from the heating element, have the space I'm going to press on, flat surface. I'm going to preheat it for a couple seconds. Right now I'm at about 310 degrees. Why I'm at 310 degrees is because for Brick 600 we recommend about 320 degrees, and then for Easy Weed we're about 305 degrees. So I'm kind of splitting the difference there. This way I'm getting the proper temperature for both Siser HTV. So the first thing I want to do, I have it preheated. I'm going to lay my brick piece down first. I'm going to use a cover sheet. And I'm going to apply this for the full 12 seconds. Auto open. Now Brick 600 is not a hot peel, so when you do something like this, you want to wait till it cools down before you peel the carrier. You can let it set and wait till it cools down, or I like to butt it up against something cold like the table I'm working on to kind of speed up that process, because I'm kind of impatient. So once you have that good to go, you can set it back up on your platen and then peel the carrier from there. All right, so we have our brick layer down. Next thing I'm going to want to do is lay my first layer of Easy Weed right over the brick. And then this is going to give that embossed look. Put my cover sheet on it. And then because of the pressure on this, I'm not going to want to tack it for 1 second. I'm going to want to give it a couple seconds to make sure that the Easy Weed is applied to the brick as well as the garment itself. And then peel that carrier hot. And then I'm going to add my last layer, my Easy Weed, right over that brick silhouette to add that dimension. Once that's good to go, I'm going to put my cover sheet on it, and I'm going to apply it for the full duration at 12 seconds. Peel that last layer off, and there you have it. A very unique embossed raised effect that I have with the shark over the sunlight.